Everybody, it's Jim Hiles, and it is Market Tuesday. Catching up on what was a Thanksgiving break, and I hope you all had a nice break and wonderful time with your friends, family, and whatnot. And looks like we had a sale on Friday. It was a Black Friday sale in the stock market as the COVID variant, oh my God, has showed up. So we got to be careful about this. It's not a laughing matter in that fact that it shut the markets down a path, which you really didn't want to go down again. But here we are. It looks like, these variants they talked about a year ago are raising their ugly heads, and we're trying to figure out how to deal with it. So what does this mean for what's going on in the markets? Obviously, it's not a good day in the markets when a new variant shows up, and there was a sell-off on Friday. It recovered yesterday quite a bit, but we're down a little bit. Today's Tuesday, actually. We've got some volatility in the markets here due to COVID. This raises on the uncertainty, and it pushes the VIX, which is the volatility index, up. We're up to 29, which, if you look at that, it's the highest level in 9 months. It's an uncertain time. We're trying to parse this thing out, just like everyone else is. You have to kind of look at the big picture and get a feel for where we are and where we've been and how we've handled it in the past. And I think this is a time for cooler heads will prevail. When you look at what's kind of going on around it, you've got the Fed chair being renominated. So I think our buddy Jerome Powell should be doing a fine job in continuing the process that was started during COVID. I think that's a positive for markets and a positive for the Fed. And from a rate outlook, they did talk about moving forward with the tapering and moving forward into next year. And I think they're going to continue to go down that road because after all, the economy's doing okay. This variant may put a pause on things, but it certainly put a pause on the price of oil, which is down 12% on Friday. And we're down to about 69. We might be closer to $65 a barrel right now. And this is largely due to the fact that when you're banning airline travel, the demand for oil does go down. But it had a lot more to do, I think, with the risk-off sell-off. I think people were looking to sell. The market had done well recently. I think the trading crew out there was looking for an opportunity to get out of some risk. I don't know if we're into a long-term downturn. It's hard to say. We'll stay tuned. No one knows that. But when you look at the economy, we got a really healthy labor market. I mean, we're going back to 1969 for the number of Americans applying for unemployment benefits fell to the lowest weekly level since 1969. That's the 8th consecutive week. That's pretty darn good. You can argue the participation rate is still an issue, and it is. But when you look at this jobs report, unemployment's down to 4.6%. So if you want to work, you can get a job pretty quickly. Returns obviously took a hit a little bit last week. We're down in the teens and close to 20 in some. But overall, the S&P seems to be holding up very nicely, and it looks like a very healthy year going into the year end. It's usually a better time of year to be an investor, and we'll see what happens. Bottom line, I think you stick to it here, and there's no reason to change. The fear greed index is moving more into the neutral or red area. If it's a fear area, generally it's a contrarian index. That's a good time to actually buy. And you have people out there who are quote unquote buying the dip. Most of our investors are more buy and holders through time because we're looking for the long term. And I think the long term is still the best way to go here. So stay tuned. We're going to watch these markets, be right along there with you and for you and watching out for you as we go through what's going to be a pretty volatile week. So 2 miles out for now. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Please call if you have any questions or any issues in terms of your plans. We are coming into the year end. So if you got year end planning you'd like to talk about, happy to jump on a Zoom call, go through the reports, talk about whatever you're looking to do, or just, have some fun. As a reminder, we are having our wine tasting, our corporate wine tasting party client appreciation event. It's on December 9th. Just join me. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have someone from Sonoma on the phone going through Cage Cellars, which is a wine I got introduced to a couple years ago. We'll learn a little bit about wine, a little bit about what's going on around the world too. So stay tuned. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Jim Hiles out for now.